In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to build this really easy, simple trident farm that you can probably finish in under an hour and will get you 72 tridents per hour, which is much faster than the less than about 5 per hour or so that you're likely to get by just killing drowned in the ocean swimming around. This tutorial will show you step by step how to build the farm, but to make it even easier for you, there is a complete material list on screen right now. I'll also be providing a world download, structure download, and holoprint download in the description below. If you have any questions or need any help with any kind of farm, be sure to join my Discord channel where you'll find a dedicated support channel in there that you can use. If you enjoy these tutorials, please tell the YouTube algorithm by clicking the like button and subscribing to the channel. Now, let's get the tutorial started. All right, so first things first, find yourself an ocean. That's it. You're gonna build this up above any ocean that you want to, because we just need to have drowned spawns, and more drowned spawn in the oceans than in the rivers. Now, if you're on sim distance 4, which is your default sim distance, if you don't know what sim distance you're on, then you're on simulation distance 4. You're going to want to do this at least 44 blocks above the water. If you are on sim distance 6, you want to go 96 blocks above the water. And if you're on sim distance 8 or higher, you want to go 128 blocks above the water. You can get up here however you want to. You can make a ladder, you can use scaffolding, whatever, just get above the water. And once you get up here, you're going to want to make a platform that is about 8 blocks wide by 8 blocks wide. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just like this. Now, first thing I'm going to do is show you how to build this. And then second part, and probably the more important part, is I'm going to show you how to effectively and efficiently use this, okay? So first, in the middle of your platform, go ahead and place down 4 blocks just like that. Next, go ahead and surround those 4 blocks at this level, just above the blocks, with a slab of any type. And then take out 2 opposing corners, just like I've done there. On one side, go ahead and take a trapdoor and place it down. Just right there should be perfectly fine. And on the other side, you can put down a block or piece of scaffolding or whatever, just something to jump on top of, because you will need to be able to jump on top of this. From here, we're going to make a drop chute that goes up 24 blocks from the bottom of our platform. So counting the block that we're on now, this would be 1, this would be 2, so this would be 3, 21, 22, 23, 24. We want to go 24 blocks up, and we're going to bring all 4 of these corners up that high. You could go ahead and square this thing off just like this. And then for these middle parts, you could do one of 2 things. If you like to be able to see inside of the drop chute to tell when the drowned are falling, you could go ahead and fill this in with tinted glass. If you don't care about that, you could just fill it in with any solid block. But make sure it's either tinted glass or a solid block. Do not use regular glass, because it will allow some light to get into the lower levels of the farm potentially, which could slow down your rate slightly. So go ahead and fill it in with either block that you want. And then before we move topside, you probably have a block right there and there. Just go ahead and get rid of those. You're going to want to potentially be able to stand inside of here for a few things that we'll be doing. Now from here, what we're going to do is basically make an upside down pyramid, which means we're going to go up like this. And we're just going to surround or go all the way around each layer. So this would be the first layer. Then we would do it again, the second layer. And we're actually going to do this a total of 15 different layers. The next thing you're going to want to do once you get up to this point is you're going to want to surround this top 15th layer with another layer of blocks on top. So this top one's going to be a 2-block tall wall. Once you have your second row of blocks on the top of the first row there, come down to the bottom here, bring yourself any kind of fence, and go ahead and place 4 fences right here and open those guys up. That will allow your mobs to fall in, but your water not to. Also, go ahead and take some coral fans, and yes, it does need to be coral fans, and get those placed here and here. It has to be coral fans. Buttons don't work. They used 2 years ago. They don't anymore. And it can't be trapdoors, because what will happen, if I can get here, is the mobs will still fight the edge of this, and they'll still take longer to fall down. So this isn't a required part of the farm, but it does make the farm work a little bit more efficiently. Next, you're going to want to come up here, and you're going to end up putting water all the way around at this level right here, that level. Now, it's not easy to do. You're going to need to do one of 2 things. Either take a silk touch pickaxe, get a whole bunch of regular ice, regular plain old ice, and then place it all the way around. When you go and break that with a normal pickaxe, it'll break as water. It's not doing it now because I'm in creative mode, but it'll break as water and you're good to go. Number two is you can take a water bucket and you can just place water here, but you can't just easily create infinite water sources this way because water doesn't work that way. It's a pain in the butt. It really is. So what you'll want to do is you'll want to take a temporary block. It doesn't matter what it is. I'm just going to pick something so you guys can see the difference here. You're going to want to take a temporary block and you're going to want to put it across the whole floor here, all the way around. And then in this spot too, all the way around. So basically what you'll be doing is you'll be creating a little place to hold the water while you place it down. So if I did this and I placed water here and here, now this is a water source block. I can then use my bucket to pick this up. That water source will stay there and I can go down here and place a bucket again. Now all of that is water sources. I can use my bucket to pick that water source up and then place it again. And it'll allow you to do that all the way around. It'll be way easier for you. And then once you're done, once you have water all the way around, go ahead and take out all of those temporary blocks and the water will flow down as it's supposed to. Let me go ahead and get in all of the water here and then I'll show you the next steps. Okay, so once you've gotten to this point now, you have water flowing all the way down in your inverted pyramid. Now you're gonna wanna cover the entire thing up with tinted glass. It needs to be tinted glass. You cannot use black stained glass. You cannot use regular glass. You cannot use solid blocks. You cannot use slabs. You cannot use any of those things. None of them work because they will all either let light inside, which means your farm won't work, or they will make everything underneath fall into the cave spawn mob cap, and drowned cannot spawn in caves. So you would make your farm not work. So you're gonna have to farm up some amethyst to make some tinted glass. Make sure you check out, I think I have a Bedrock guide video showing you the best way to do that, but go ahead and cover the entire top over with this tinted glass. Now, as you finish closing this in, you will see drowned are already spawning. And this is absolutely perfect. This is when you're gonna wanna go down to the bottom, place yourself down a few torches so other mobs don't spawn down here, because of course we would not want that to happen. And take a bucket of water and place it down in the corner where you have this little like standing spot that I've made. So just right there is perfect. Now, here's the important part, and here's the magic of this. We need to get these guys to drop us tridents. I'm gonna get rid of all these extra blocks here. And I'm just gonna have a looting 3 sword on me. And a looting 3 sword will make it a little bit more likely that you get a trident from a drown that you kill that has a trident, and it'll make you get some of the other drops a little bit more frequently as well. But we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna kill these guys because we are looking for this guy, the Nautilus shell. We're gonna pick everything up here, and we're actually gonna take this Nautilus shell. We want it to stay down. We want the Nautilus shell to be available to any drown that drops. A certain percentage of drown will be able to pick up items that are dropped. I don't remember the percentage. It's fairly high. Maybe it's like 70% or something like that. And then every time a drown drops, if it does not have a trident in its hand already, we're just gonna kill it. He doesn't matter. We can just get rid of that drowned. What we're looking for though are drowned to drop that have a trident in their hand. He's got a shell. We're gonna kill him. Oops. And you want to try to not hit them, by the way. So kind of be careful when you attack the guys that are already down here. You do not want to make the trident drowned aggressive towards you by hitting it first. If you make them aggressive by hitting them first, they will not trade out the item in their hand. As far as the drops go over here, you're going to pick them up every so often. Don't worry about them right now. I'll show you the quick, easy way to pick those up. Also, you probably want sharpness on your sword so you kill these guys faster. Oh, hold on, here we go. So here's a trident guy, let's see. There you go, look, he picked up our Nautilus shell, which means he dropped a trident. Now, we can come over here, we can pick up all of the stuff, including the trident. Now we can kill him. He'll drop those Nautilus shells back down, and then they'll be there for the next guy that drops. And then what we're going to do is we're just gonna keep doing this. Look, we have another one. Every time we see a trident drown drop down, if we're going to kill him either way, but after he gets over top of those Nautilus shells, he's either going to still keep his Trident, in which case it's fine, go ahead and kill him, or he's going to pick up those Nautilus shells and he's going to drop the Trident in his hand. This is the magic of how this works. This farm is going to get you a little bit of copper and some other stuff, but that's not the point of this farm. The point of this farm is to be able to build. Look, here we go. He's already got an auto shell in his offhand, so he's not going to trade us. We're just going to get rid of him. But yeah, so, oh, but see, my looting sword made him drop his Trident. So now I can come over here, I can grab that. But yeah, the whole point of this farm is just to have something very quick, easy, very low tech to be able to throw up really fast and then get your Tridents that you want really quickly. And this thing produces a ton of Tridents in a short period of time. If you're somebody that's in the need of, you know, like a few dozen Tridents, you're going to get those very quickly here. If you need hundreds of them, you might want a more automatic based farm that you can AFK at, but this farm is excellent for this because it takes so little time to put it up and you can get Tridents from it so quickly compared to just wandering around at the bottom of the ocean and trying to find them that way. You will get yourself dozens of Tridents this method before you can get your first 5, maybe 10 Tridents down there. So yeah, that's pretty much it. This is your super duper simple Trident farm. I would say if you need more than 5 Tridents, build this, especially if you just have like some extra blocks laying around, because it more or less doesn't matter what blocks, except for the amethyst. The amethyst is a little bit harder to get, but outside of the amethyst, this is just so much quicker, so much better, so much easier to get your Tridents. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure you subscribe to the channel and like the video. Those things help the channel out. Lets more people know that we're making some good tutorials here. Lets me know that you are liking the tutorials. And thank you so much for watching this one. Appreciate you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.